strikes. Starts as you mean to go on.
But this is the danger of the top two guys, and that nuclear weapon that is.
Oh, hello, goodbye.
Score!
In the back of the net.
And shoots, score!
Of Serie A action. We'll bring you so much of it here on DAZN.
Magnificent. That is tremendous.
Catching up on any NFL game is easier than ever before.
Going deep for it all. Devontae Smith. He has got it. Touchdown.
Your Eagles are world champions again.
DAZN is the home of boxing.
Really spurs you on, gets you going.
Let's make history. Pure power. There's no way back from this, surely.
Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by That Prize Guy.
If you had the choice, what prize would change your life?
Yes.
Competitions from as little as 5p per entry. What are you waiting for? You could be next to change your life with That Prize Guy.
Hello, darlings. Aunt Helga. Futuristic scooters, old school website. Relax, web upgrades, I own them. Better design, e-commerce and smart AI. Now you're fit for the future. I scoot off now. Your digital partner, Iona.
Introducing the casino you love to hate, Mr. Q.
The following program is recommended for those 16 and over, as it contains sporting violence, possible bad language, and flashing imagery.
Let's get ready to rumble!
It's not going to be your usual show.
Can't wait for it.
Come on, let's get this party started.
The final shot. Oh my God!
Oh my word!
One win changes everything. Oh my God! What a shot! Oh my God! He's done!
One of the knockouts of the year.
What happens when you get one of crossover boxing's biggest stars and put him in the ring against a 300+ pound man mountain and former world's strongest man? Well, it is a magnificent, intriguing Misfits main event, that is what. Welcome to Tommy Fury versus Eddie Hall. It is Beauty versus the Beast.
Live exclusively on DAZN, June 13th. Step right up if you dare and witness a fight so twisted it'll shatter your very mind. In one corner, the Beast, more monster than man. His opponent, the Beauty, son of a devil with the face of an angel. Over 100 pounds separates them. Destiny brings them together. Fury versus Hall. Watch only on DAZN.
Yeah, welcome to Manchester and the AO Arena for a night of Misfits mayhem as we build up to Tommy Fury up against Eddie Hall. Hello there, good to see you. Welcome along to the madness here in Manchester. What awaits us this evening? Well, along for the ride, it is Wade Clemens, Jordan Banjo, and Tom Aspinall. Good to see you, chaps. We've all got the brown memo. Yep. Except for you, Wade.
Yeah, I didn't get the brown. I was trying to impress because the champ is in the building. I wanted to make sure I was dressed to the nines.
Hey, you look fantastic.
I appreciate it, Tom. Thank you. I'm excited. It's a big night of fights, Anna. This one is going to be special.
It has, and the build-up has been pretty special. It's been very eventful. How much are you looking forward to tonight, Jordan?
I'm super excited. Look, we've heard it all week.
Give us a smile,
right?
then.
Yep. We've heard it all week, right? It's beauty versus the beast, but Eddie Hall isn't a beast for no reason. He's 325 pounds of pure athleticism. He's so dynamic, so explosive. Who knows what could happen tonight? And that is why we're all so excited.
Tom, we'll talk about it in a bit because you have actually spent some time with Eddie Hall. What kind of problems do you think he will pose Tommy tonight, though?
Yeah, I've actually known Tommy for a long time as well. Both guys, obviously Tommy a lot more experience, but Eddie Hall just a massive human being. And I've got to tell you,
do we get that? Massive.
He's super fast for his size as well. Yeah. The guy can seriously move, so Tommy has to be on his game tonight. He's got to be moving around. He's got to try and outbox the big guy and get out of the way as much as he can.
Yeah, well, Eddie gave it a good go, didn't he, yesterday? We reintroduced the cage at the weigh, and it was eventful to say the least. But even that man Mountain couldn't kick down the cage. He gave it a good go, though, Wade.
He tried, but here's the thing. Like Tom said, Eddie's a freak of nature. I've never seen somebody his size be that athletic and explosive and powerful, still keep his feet. He can sprint. He looks like a rhino moving through the water when he's swimming. I don't know what to make of this guy. So I'm genuinely...
He's a good swimmer, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
He's good.
He looks like an absolute beast, and that's why we have it as the tagline. Tonight is going to be a very, very dangerous fight for Tommy Fury. You can't come in playing around with Eddie Hall, especially early on when he's fresh. I'm telling you, we might be in for one of those don't blink kind of moments.
Well, let's hope so. Yesterday, we had, how do I put it? We had some fun with John Fury. Shall we call it that, Jordan?
Me and Wade had fun. I just felt sorry for you trying to wrangle all three of us in. It was one of the best moments of my life.
It was when he called me dear. That absolutely did me yesterday. But the thing that I was quite surprised about, when I said to him, you know, is the pressure on Tommy Fury? He was really surprised. He was like, absolutely not. He does not see it that way at all. How do you see it?
Yeah, that took me by surprise, because if we're honest, I think all the pressure is on Tommy. You know, not only is he the professional boxer, not only really is he the favourite, but at the same time, we wouldn't be surprised if he got caught and knocked out. He also, at the end of the day, is a Fury. And no matter what anyone says, it could be Tommy Fury's nan. She's got the surname Fury. Everyone's expecting her to win a boxing match. It's just the way it is. There's pressure that comes with the name.
The two of them as well, Eddie and Tommy, they know each other very well indeed. I mean, I think Tommy's been on Eddie's podcast. They've trained together, done Instagrams together. Does that matter when you step in the ring? You're a fighter. I'm sure you've been there with some of your opponents.
Yeah, it's no secret that these two guys are friends. They're friends outside the ring. They've known each other for a long time and stuff. But listen, when they get in there, they're going to be in the change rooms later on tonight. They're going to be getting their hands wrapped. They're going to be going through all the emotions that you do with fight night. When they step through the ropes, it's another guy who's in their way, and they are going to be trying to knock each other out.
It's been pretty respectful between the two so far this week, but we did see slightly yesterday that switch being flicked in Tommy Fury's head when they stared each other down, Wade.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tom alludes to it. At a certain point, you're still going to go fight. And you're a professional if you're Tommy Fury. You've done it 11 times. You know that regardless who's in that locker room across from you, you got to turn it on. And like Jordan said, it's the Fury family name we're talking about. Tyson's going to be here tonight. Big John Fury in the corner. You can't let the family down. Forget everything else. It's the family name. And also, Tommy, he has a little bit of, I think, a chip on his shoulder.
I feel that
I think so. Yeah. Being the guy that, you know, everybody looks at Tyson as the fighting Fury family name. And Tommy's been in and out. He's had the hand injury. And he's the king of the crossover. So he's got to go put it on the line tonight.
Well, that is our main event. But, well, the talking point this week, one of the main headlines has been all about Jordan McCann, who has been causing absolute, shall we say, chaos. Yeah. Utter chaos this week. He was late to the presser, didn't even turn up to the weigh-in yesterday. This was at the presser when he decided to stick one on Big Stacks. I mean,
not gonna lie, pretty decent left hook to me.
I've not seen it from that angle before. That was a good shot.
Do not encourage it. Do not encourage it. I mean, what's it all been about? What's his story? What's his game plan? I mean,
the funny thing for me is I've been walking around going, yeah, I'm actually so excited after the whole build-up to see Jordan McCann fight Big Stacks. He's not even fighting Big Stacks. He's just punching random people and starting fights elsewhere. He's so chaotic, it's actually terrifying to have the same first name as him. Someone says Jordan, I'm on edge. And they talk to me, I'm like, what have I done this time? But he's such a chaos of wrecking ball.
We've seen your stare-downs and face-offs. You don't even do anything.
I don't do anything.
So far removed from
I'm just like this. Nuts.
But that fight, the little scrap they had at the presser, well, that put the fight between Big Stacks and Arms in jeopardy, because yesterday we thought perhaps that fight might be off because, well, Big Stacks had a problem with his mouth, and he had a hole in his gum and said he couldn't get his gum shield on. But we are hearing today it's back on. But only body punches allowed. Talk to me, Wade.
I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing if we're not just having a fight? Either fight or don't. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this is Big Stacks' fault for getting punched in the face. I get it. But a body spar on this kind of show with this kind of crowd? Are we giving the people what they want to see? They paid money to see fights.
Wade, you've hit the nail on the head. I think we could all say this safely right now. You might get the first 5 seconds at taking shots at It's going to turn into a scrap full-on straight away.
I would bet for a DQ. Incoming DQ's got to be on the card, surely.
Yeah. It's not going to happen, is it? Surely not between these two.
If I'm in Arms' corner, no offense, I'm telling him, go straight for him. Right? I mean, because we're here to show the fans a fight. This is supposed to be a fighting event. I'm not adhering to a body spar in front of this many people. I don't know, Tom, I don't know if you've ever seen anything like this, but I can't handle it. This is silly.
No.
I don't fancy having a body spar.
It's silly.
I ain't going to train for all that time to have a body spar with someone. Like, if we're fighting, let's fight, and if not, we'll do it another time.
So technically it's a body spar. It ain't going to happen. Right, this is us up here. Let's head down to ringside because we have BJ Flores and then Ben Davies calling the action. What are you up to, guys? You look ready for it?
Thanks, Anna. Wow, it was such an honor and a pleasure to be here inside the AO Arena alongside the best of the biz, BJ Flores. They've talked about it. I want to revisit it. It's spectacle versus sweet science in the main event. Tommy Fury trying to tame the beast, BJ. How do you see this one playing out technically?
You know, Ben, you said it exactly right. It's a spectacle. A lot of people are very surprised at the weight difference. You know, Tommy Fury, 270 pounds, his heaviest when he fought KSI, when he fought Jake Paul almost 3 years ago. He was 187, so he's up almost 25 pounds, almost 30 pounds from that time. So it'll be very interesting to see how Tommy moves around the ring. Eddie, lots of power. Tommy's got to be careful.
We've made such conversation about the 100 pounds of difference. Yes. With your experience, how much will that really play into this match?
So it's definitely going to play in. You know, Tommy's trying to gain weight and add weight so we can not get moved around in there, be a little more of an immovable object, but also he's not going to be able to stand there and push and punch with Eddie. He's got to box. He's got to be smart. He's got to win one round at a time by boxing, but he's also got to be very careful because Eddie brings that knockout power.
Talking about winning, I want to mention the most decorated Misfits fighter in history, two-time Olympic gold medalist Jade Jones returning for her sophomore Misfits appearance after detonating a huge blow on Egypt Chris in March.
Crazy.
This is going to be one that I'm absolutely tuning in for.
Yeah, you know, Jade Jones, I didn't expect her to have that type of performance when she fought a few months ago. It doesn't always cross over. When they come over from Taekwondo or different sports, when they get in that boxing ring, it's not always the same. Jade Jones put an exclamation point on her performance with an outstanding performance. She looked spectacular, showed a lot of ring IQ, a lot of ring generalship, got that knockout, and that's not something you always see in that weight division in women's boxing.
We'll see if Federiquita can handle the Olympic gold medalist. Lastly, for us down here for now, I cannot miss this co-main event. You can't spell go without AT, Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor, defending the throne for the third time tonight against possibly his most tenured task in several years.
100%, Ben. That's a great point. You know, AT has been Misfits' longest standing champion. He's been around a long time. He was a sparring partner of Jake Paul. He's fought a lot of good guys for a long time. He's got the experience. He's facing Matty Jedi Floyd, who's a very tough customer, coming off a win over Sugar Shane Mosley, and he's got a lot of professional experience. I think 15 fights. So this is going to be a tough test for AT. 6 3-minute rounds. We'll see who implements their game plan in the beginning.
Color me excited. A full, fun night of fights. Anna, back to you.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Right, let's just tell you what is coming your way this evening. It is a stacked night of action ahead of us. We have a couple of prelim fights coming your way. Little Belzy takes on the Krajan and Callus Kareem faces Luke Nevin up first. And then on the undercard, Sheena Bathory takes on Power Slap for boxing to take on Tina Snows. There's been plenty of beef between those two. Adam Brooks Could be his final swan song this evening. He takes on a very confident Brahim Pardisi. Schwarms faces a late replacement Biel from Brazil. He replaces B-Dave, of course, and then it is that two-time Olympic champion Jay Jones back in action up against Federic Hita. Looking forward to this one. I cannot wait for this one. Jack Kay, the Ibiza final boss, takes on Jordan McCann, the fight that has grabbed the headlines this week. Stacks against arms, it is on. The body punchers only in that one before Anthony Taylor puts his Misfits light heavyweight title on the line against bare-knuckle brawler Matt Boyd. And then it is that mouth-watering main event. Tommy Fury up against the Man Mountain that is Eddie Hall. So, 10 fights to come, just one great night of action. So, let's get it underway, shall we? And hand you over to MC Huss to get proceedings started.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on DAZN. Welcome to the AO Arena here in Manchester, England, United Kingdom, for a night of boxing entertainment. Fury versus Hall, the Beauty versus the Beast. Brought to you by Misfits Boxing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for our first bout of the evening, scheduled for 2-minute rounds in the women's Misfits Boxing middleweight division. Please welcome to the ring, the Crazian.
Andy, the Crazian, 2 weeks notice, no camp needed for the lifelong combat sports practitioner, 44 years young, replacing the injured Leah Gotti, now realizing a big Misfits opportunity in Manchester, BJ.
Yeah, you know, she comes into this this fight tonight. I saw her actually on the Creator Fight League, I think 6 months ago, and she's a tough girl, so she's got her hands full with Little Belzy tonight. We'll see how she comes out in round one.
Wade Plemons' experience in Bellator, Ryzen. She has tested all the waters in MMA. Now, how will that translate to boxing?
Experience is always a big-time factor here in Misfits. I think it's going to carry her through this fight, but let's see what Little Belzy has.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome her opponent to the ring, Little Belzy.
A former title challenger ending a 3-year layoff against her most experienced test in her career. Will the time away have sharpened the Aussie into a fierce contender, or will this absence prove problematic in her return, BJ?
You know, it's interesting. You know, sometimes I see fighters take a little time off, they heal up their injuries, they get recharged, they come back out renewed, and sometimes it goes the other way. So we'll see how she approaches round one.
Wade, she is trying to simply be the best here inside the AO arena, but 3 years away, that is quite the disparity in activity.
Yeah, it's a long time off. I'm trying to figure out what the chair is for here. Are they going to pick her up as she sits down in this thing? Like, I'm not sure what's going on with the chair, but she's doing a little Jim Skin shoulder lean there.
Lil Belzy, victorious in her Misfits debut opposite Lil Kimchi at X Series 7, came up short against AJ Bunker at X Series 9. Now today, trying to make a victorious return and kickstart this new chapter of her career. And all week long, BJ, she has been the definition of confidence and I would say composure.
Yeah, I mean, she looks like a fighter. She does. She goes out there. She doesn't say too much. Yeah, they're going to pick it up. Wait, fasten your seatbelt, Belzy. But yeah, she showed a lot of poise and a lot of charisma this week, and she's been, you know, fun to watch.
A royal entrance to kick off the card here at Beauty and the Beast. Live on DAZN, Ben Davis, Wade Plemons, and BJ Flores ringside. And if you're going to do an entrance like this way, you better win in dominant fashion.
Definitely better. I don't know why. You've seen her feet dangle off. That's killing me.
Do you think they're going to carry her all the way
into the ring? No, listen, I mean, again, she's making a big show of this, and obviously that's part of Misfits. You need to be entertaining, but you still got to go get it in the ring, and Andy to win. The Crazian, she is a fighter's fighter, so no playing around once Lil Belzy steps through those ropes.
Wade, I want you to pick out 4 guys to get carried in out in a chair on your next fight.
The 3-year layoff no more. Here she is. Lil Belzy is back.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 4 2-minute rounds in the women's Misfits Boxing middleweight division. This bout is brought to you by Misfits Boxing and DAZN, and proudly sponsored by Jewel.com, Oosh, Boohoo Man, Killer Pablo, Cold, Ingersoll, and Sides. This bout is sanctioned by the World Combat Sports Federation. Your timekeeper at the bell, Peter Lowe, and your 3 judges scoring ringside. From Wales, Mike Hale. From England, Ian John Lewis. And from also England, Gary Kitanowski. And your 3rd man in charge of the action in the ring, from Mongolia, referee Bayeskalan Sandak. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, she is wearing the white and silver. Her official weight of 123.1 pounds. And tonight, she's making her Misfits boxing debut. Hailing from Jacksonville, North Carolina, USA. Introducing the Creation. And her opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. She's wearing the leopard print with white. Her official weight of 122.7 pounds. She has a record of 2 fights, 1 loss, and 1 win. Hailing from Melbourne, Australia, fighting out of Champ Camp, Mooside, England, United Kingdom. Introducing Queen Bee, Belzy.
Ladies, listen to my comments, yeah? Okay? Good. I will clean both. Okay. Good luck.
4 2-minute rounds to kick off the card here in Manchester. Lil Belzy's ring walk, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Wade, we'll see if she lasts longer. Opposite the battle-tested MMA veteran, Andy the Creation.
Seconds out, round 1.
I want to see what these 3 years have done for Lil Belzy. She's talked so much about how she's gained experience. She's been in a good camp. Nice right hand there, but I think that 3-year layoff is so tough to shake the cobwebs as quickly as we're going tonight.
Rust absolutely accumulates over the course of 36 months, BJ. But for Lil Belzy, you've got Joey Essex, you've got Demi Sings in the corner tonight. Both of them very successful in their Misfits outing. So clearly she's surrounding herself with the right stable.
Yeah, you see the fundamentals here in round 1, Ben, where, you know, Belzy came out, she's using the left hand, she's using the range. Creation's already switched up 2 or 3 times, so I'm not sure if she's totally sure, you know, what's going on in there, but I see the fundamentals from Belzy looking sharp in round 1.
Right hand sneaks through for Myrtle Beach's own Andy the Creation. As mentioned, 20 pro MMA bouts beneath her, as well as several pro bare knuckle experiences, several pro Muay Thai experiences. Gloved boxing was the last stone for her to uncover in combat sports.
Yeah, you kind of see that right now, Ben. You can see she's having issues with the lead hand of Lil Belzy. Trying to slap it away, trying to switch stance to get away from it, but it doesn't seem like she really has an answer just yet.
Belzy's got nice control with that lead hand. She's kind of putting the Creation where she wants her to go. Good right hand a second ago, but she's got to watch out for those straight shots down the middle.
That's really all it takes. You know, when we're at this level especially, a lead hand and a straight backhand, it's given Creation problems without really anything behind it. It's just the jab and the right hand from Lil Belzy right now.
Yeah, Belzy hasn't taken too many chances so far because she hasn't needed to. And in a 4-round fight, Ben, it's very important, starting strong.
Andy the Creation again having difficulty with distance. Is the aggressor, right, pushing forward on Lil Belzy, but to this point, no significance generated with it. 15 seconds to go in round number 1.
Belzy looks a lot more calm after the first 2 minutes and got off to a good start. Neither lady really landed too much. Nice right hand, but a good technique fundamentals from Belzy.
A very sharp display for Lil Belzy through 2 minutes. This might be the new and rejuvenated product that she promised, BJ.
Oh, she looks good, Ben. I mean, obviously she didn't land too much, but you can just see her ring IQ, her ring generalship. She's been working. She hasn't been laying around for 3 years, and it showed in round 1.
Her corner tonight's got Quick, Desley Robinson, and Chris McCullen. Wade, if you are one of those three, what might be some of the instruction ahead of this second frame?
I think, again, do what we're doing well already. Let's get our lead hand going. Let's make sure that we're using it, but utilizing it efficiently. We're not just throwing it to throw it. But I like what she's doing so far. Lead hand, keeping distance, right hand stinging.
And for Andy the Creation, right, a lot of pressure. She's been pushing forward, has been throwing volume, not necessarily connecting. Are there obvious things she can recalibrate as this fight goes on?
Well, I think she needs to stay in one stance and really be aggressive. You know, get her head off the center line and come forward. She can't stand at range with Belzy. She's got to get inside and make it an in-close type of fight.
Seconds away, round 2.
Lil Belzy's last Misfits appearance was for the title. She's made it clear that she wants that again. Yeah, I like that. To the body, Lil Belzy goes.
And that changes everything. She landed the right hand of the body. You saw the Creation switch up to southpaw, and then she landed a lead hook when she was trying to walk in. A good ring IQ from Belzy. I love that right hand of the body.
Yeah, clearly an indication in the corner. They wanted her to jab upstairs, the level change, right hand to the body. It's just going to open up so much more stuff upstairs as well. And there she goes again. You're going to see her bring that right hand upstairs in just a little bit.
Active jab from Lil Belzy. Whiffs on the right. Creation having such difficulty getting her range going at all.
She's getting stuffed with the jab. Any momentum she wants to bring forward, the head movement's not quite there. Like you said, Ben, a Muay Thai background, MMA background, sometimes that head movement is lacking with those fighters, so she's having real trouble getting her head off center and getting by this.
Belzy's getting close on those right hands, Ben. You can see her lining them up. So she's calm in there. She's not really too worried about anything that the Creation's doing. Creation's wasting a lot of energy. Nice lead hook to start.
As Creation was trying to stutter step in, Belzy clips her and catches her. Still active with that lead jab. BJ, it's so busy it might have a 9 to 5.
Yeah, she's doing okay. You know, she's keeping her range. Creation's trying, but she's not coming in with her head off the center line. She needs to focus on the body shot and then finish up top instead of trying to look for the headshots.
Extended cross downstairs for Lil Belzy that gets through.
But you see how the Creation's doing everything but the simple thing to avoid the jab, right? The switch in a stance, the shuffling of the feet. No head movement, though. So it's just a lot of effort to really have no game.
And that's what we've seen sometimes with people in Misfits who come from very diverse backgrounds is while they have this spectrum of experience, it almost works against them trying to figure out exactly which avenue is going to work inside the squared circle.
We got Creation down 2-0. She's got to focus on the body next round, Ben. Good boxing from Belzy.
Round 2 in the can. Midway through this one here in Manchester. July 4th, Abdullah Mason defends his WBO lightweight title against former world champ Joe Cordina. Watch it live worldwide on DAZN. Back half of this one, you can see Andy the Creation breathing deeply. I think that some of these challenges in the first 2 rounds with distance and expensing a lot of energy are starting to catch up to her, BJ.
Yeah, it sounds simple, Ben. She's got to get closer and she's got to fight her inside, but the range, the left hand, the lead hand of Belzy is really making things complicated for the Creation, so she's got to go for broke now. She's down 2-0. Round 3, she's got to do something to turn the tide.
Corner for the Creation tonight, Chris Teodorchuk and Britton Hart. Britton Hart, Wade, obviously a known commodity in the combat sports space.
Yeah, I was watching the corner there, and they're telling her they want more volume this round, and she already looks tired. And they want her to go to the body more. So, again, it's going to be a labored effort here to get those done, just because I don't know if she has the tools to do it.
Third round of our opening fight here in Manchester. All roads leading to Tommy Fury and Eddie Hall later tonight. Can't wait for that one. Only one way to watch. That's live on DAZN.
I love that right hand in the body from Lil Belzy.
Oh, clipping cross upstairs.
We talked about it. That right hand in the body's dropping the hands. It's getting Creation familiar with the body work, and then just as she thinks she's comfortable, the right hand comes back upstairs.
Nice right hand from Belzy as the Creation was walking in. And you see what she's doing. She's kind of circling to her left side. She's looking to land that lead left hook whenever the Creation gets too excited. She shot it again right there. Fell a little short, but she's got to stick with her fundamentals here.
The Creation believes that upping the intensity will find some answers against Lil Belzy. There's a good connection from the Creation.
Yeah, I like this. I like the pressure that Crazy's bringing. She had it in the first couple of rounds, but now it seems a bit more of intent behind it.
And what we're seeing here in round 3 is the Crazian starting to time the jab of Little Belzy a little bit. So Belzy's got to, switch it up a little bit and shoot the right hand lead, shoot the right hand of the body, like Wade said earlier, and not just lead with the jab every time.
50 to go in round 3. Andy the Crazian switching stances still at this stage of the fight.
Yeah. And you know what Belzy wants to do when she does that is keep catching her with that lead left hook whenever she's walking in. The Crazian's not really getting her head off the center. She's doing better in this round, of course. This is a much more competitive round. Belzy can still land that lead hook on her way in.
Hey, there it goes. A jab to follow the combination there from Belzy.
Like
something that Crazian hadn't seen. A little 1-2-1 action.
20 to go. Andy the Crazian blocking Lil Belzy around the ring. Belzy certainly looking like the more sophisticated boxer as we head to the 4th and final frame. Good check left upstairs.
More competitive round, though. This is the kind of round that the Crazian needed to get back in this fight, possibly. Good body shot.
Yeah, it's a good shot right there. And again, this has happened every round. Lil Belzy in those last 15 seconds or so has had a sticking point to kind of maybe sway things.
And to the question of Andy the Crazian looking somewhat labored ahead of round 3, that volume-focused effort in that 3rd round, I think is going to really play into this 4th frame, BJ.
Yeah, she fought well. Look at the back on the replay there from round 3. You see Belzy sticking to what got her here. Straight shots down the middle. Good work from her. But the Crazian, she did better in round 3, more active, but it's still a round that's kind of up for grabs. I could have potentially given that to Belzy still.
Here's a look at Sheena Bathory. She's in our 3rd affair tonight, opposite Tina Snows in the Misfits Women's Cruiserweight division. The Hungarian Hurricane Way trying to bring some Category 3 action in Manchester.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a prayer for Tina Snows. That fight might not go 30 seconds, dude. I'm telling you. If watching them at the press conference and the weigh-in, Sheena has intensity behind everything she does.
Here she's pretty powerful with the right slap, too.
Yeah, hey. We'll have to purchase the pay-per-view on DAZN to see that fight. Back here in our opening battle, Lil Belzy, the Crazian, round 4.
Super important round for the Crazian. You don't know if she won that last round. Definitely a better round for her, but you have to decisively win this round.
Belzy fires the right, lands off the guard of the Crazian. Andy the Crazian just cannot seem to stick Lil Belzy consistently.
You gotta love the fundamentals.
The jab there.
Yeah, she is. You gotta love the fundamentals of Belzy here in round 4. A lot of times, when fighters just start off, they throw away the fundamentals after the first few rounds. You still see Belzy using the left hand, keeping her straight, keeping her long. Good shot by the Crazian.
Yeah, Crazian's trying to parry that jab, but she's kind of slapping at it, and it's getting her in more trouble than she's actually having success with. So when she slaps at it, you see that check left hook come out from Belzy, and it rings a bell.
Good punch selection from Belzy.
1 minute left in round 4. Big right from Lil Belzy.
Yeah. You saw what happened there. She switched up to southpaw, came right in without getting her head off the center, and Belzy took advantage with the straight right hand. The key punch against the southpaw.
Discipline seems to be the priority for Lil Belzy.
I'm impressed, man. Really, I am very, very impressed with just the fight strategy, sticking to what she knows, and then switching it up when she needs to.
Good jab by Belzy. And this is an opportunity for Belzy here to really land the right-hand lead. She's been circling the whole fight to her left, shooting the jab. She can shoot the right-hand lead and roll off to her right side and take advantage of the Crazian's aggressiveness.
What's also impressive to me is, on short notice, Andy the Crazian stepping in 2 weeks, replacing the injured Leah Gotti.
Yeah.
Andy the Crazian has a lot more combat sports experience than Leah Gotti, and Lil Belzy handling her quite efficiently.
She looks sharp, eh?
15 to go on our opening battle here in Manchester. Belzy now with some more movement with the shoulders. Big right connects on the Crazian.
It's just all off that lead hand. She's controlled the entire fight with her jab.
Yep.
Crazian trying to Superman punch. Unsure the legality of that strike here.
Yeah.
But by all accounts, Lil Belzy lives up to what she promised this week in terms of making upgrades in all regards.
She looks sharp. I got a 3-1 bend. The Crazian fought well, and arguably you can give the Crazian round 3, but it's still a round you could, potentially give Belzy. She showed the more technique, the better fundamentals, and did a really good job. Nothing to hang your head about if you're the Crazian. She did well too.
Demi Sims and Joey Essex celebrating with Lil Belzy. Here's a couple replays from that final round. The big right hand in the early frames seemed to set the motion for that last round.
Yeah, she got really square on her way in, Ben, and that's a no-no when you're going into southpaw stance trying to attack. And Belzy did the fundamental thing. She lined her up with a straight right hand, and she kept circling to her left side, walking her into straight shots. It was an easy night. I'm not sure what that was.
For Lil Belzy, though, right? She challenged for the title 3 years ago. Now in her return fight, I think this sets her up for a pretty good challenge at the top of the division.
Yeah, she looked good. And if you look in the corner of the Crazian, they're celebrating over there. She fought well, she fought tough, but she didn't do enough to win the, win on the scorecards tonight.
If you had a name, possibly, BJ, who would be someone to fight next?
At that 125-pound division, I don't know if Carla Jade can still make it, but that's a fight. They box similar styles. Carla's got a good left hand, a good lead hand as well. Again, it's a question if Carla can make 125 or if she wants to fight there, but I think it's a great fight.
The Misfits Boxing Light Heavyweight title is on the line later tonight. Anthony Taylor looks to defend his belt against bare-knuckle brawler and boxer Matt the Jedi Floyd. Make sure you don't miss it. You can buy the Fury vs. Hall event now at DAZN.com/boxing.
That's right. Congratulations.
BJ, the fan zone has been heard. 83% believe Lil Belzy has won. Not sure what those 17% are seeing. Might have to get some LASIK because, in my opinion, right, Lil Belzy 3-1, as you mentioned earlier, BJ.
Yeah, I mean, it could be 4-0. Sometimes we tend to give a fighter a round when they do better. And like I said, the Crazian had a good round 3, but you got to respect how Belzy came out in round 4, put an exclamation mark on the performance, and clearly won the fight on my card.
First of 10 bouts here tonight in Manchester. Cannot wait for our co-main in Maine. Anthony Taylor, returning to the division that he reigns supreme in, takes on the newcomer, Matt the Jedi Floyd, and Tommy Fury and Eddie Hall. I do believe that we've got the scores tallied for our first fight of the night to make the decision official. Let's take it to our master of ceremonies. Here's us.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Both judges, Mike Hale and Ian John Lewis, scored about 39-37. Judge Gary Kitanowski scores the bout 40-36. And your winner by unanimous decision, Lil Belzy!
Lil Belzy returns victorious, 3 years on the shelf, and she looks better than ever tonight in Manchester. Gets the win over a very battle-tested Andy the Crazian, who had far more combat sports experience, BJ, but it didn't matter over the course of 4 rounds.
No, it didn't. She was tough. She came in and fought a good fight, but Belzy's fundamentals and technique ultimately did enough for her to get the decision.
Well, let's hear what the winner has to say. She's with Wade Clemens.
Folks, I am here with your winner. Go ahead, Belzy, give him a strut.
Not exactly sure what's going on there,
Very nice. Folks, I'm here with your winner, Lil Belzy. 3 years out.
Can you believe it?
We come back and have that kind of performance. Just tell me what it means to win this fight in your return.
Oh, it's amazing. I've been through so much adversity and so many people would ring me off. Like, obviously I hadn't been in the ring for so long, and now here to come and actually put on a show. Like, I've trained so hard for this in the gym and 24/7. I've got an amazing coach, Scott Quigg, one of my good girlfriends, Desley Robertson, Chris McCullen in my corner. I couldn't have a better corner, to be honest. And to be fair, I feel like I just put on a clinic.
You really did. I was just going to ask you, Talk to me about that performance. It was so technical. You came in here and did exactly what you wanted to do. I assume you went upstairs, you went to the body. Is that a credit to your corner? Is that a credit to you as a fighter? Just walk me through the fight itself.
I think, to be fair, you know, it's a credit to my corner and also myself for listening, you know. We've worked so hard for this, and, you know, we've worked on the technical. I mean, you know what boxing is like. Anything can happen in there. To be fair, like, my opponent, I have massive respect for her. She took the fight on 2 weeks' notice. I knew that she was going to come out. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but I knew if I played it smart and I boxed right, that I'd be able to outbox her. And that's what I've done tonight.
You absolutely did. You came down on the throne. You were wearing the crown. You're the queen right now. So last one here. Call your shot. Who do you want next?
Oh, to be honest, like, I'm fighting at the 125, but to be fair, I wouldn't mind doing 120 or 115. So it just really depends who they put in front of me. I'm not going to say no. I'm here to, you know, learn and get better and better. So it doesn't matter who they put in front of me. I'm willing to take them.
She's willing to take on all challengers. Big win after the 3-year layoff for our first fight. Lil Belzy, thank you so much. Congratulations. Anna, back to you.
Thanks. Yeah, the smile says it all, doesn't it? A good win for Little Belzy to get our night's action underway. Very happy indeed, and like she said, after a 3-year layoff as well. Jordan, what were you impressed with tonight from Little Belzy?
Well, in my opinion, I was with, I think the judge was called Gary, who had it 4 rounds to 0. I think, you know, Krasian had a good 3rd round where she tried to apply a lot of pressure, but even when she did that, you know, she gassed out after the first minute, really had to step off, and as soon as she stepped off, Lil Belzy was using those long levers, was manoeuvring her around the ring, and then when she was getting in tight spots, that little check left hook stepping off and just kept it at her pace and was doing what she wanted.
That was the thing. I mean, she didn't really show any nerves tonight, and all week she's been supremely confident, when you say.
Yeah, I mean, I think you would be confident. You know, the Krasian stepped in on 2 weeks' notice after Leah got injured, but you know, we saw it there. She's absolutely buzzing. 3-year layoff. She spent more time doing a celebration dance than she did having her interview with Wade. But I don't blame her.
Well,
when
not
you're
just that, the ring walk. Can we take a moment for that? She came in on a throne.
And, you know what, and to be fair, if you come in on a throne like that, being carried by all your coaches, you better get in there and put on a performance. And good for her, she did it.
Taking the inspiration, Tom.
I actually missed that bit, to be honest. I missed the throne bit.
Walk-on.
That was fantastic. If you did come in a throne, I might do that myself, to be honest. That was great.
You should. Well, there is a reason you were here tonight, and that is because we are building up to our main event, and you yourself have spent some time with Eddie Hall, haven't you? Shall we see how you got on?
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Right, we are at the beautiful Stoke today at Fighting Fit in the middle of nowhere. It's a beautiful day though. We are here to watch Eddie Hall train in his preparation for his big fight coming up with Tommy Fury. Let's get into it, follow me. Morning. How are we? How's everything going? Are you looking slender? Right, we'll get out of your way anyway, we'll leave you to it. Let you crack on with it. I've not seen Eddie train for probably close to a year. It's moving really well, like really well. He's really fast on his feet for a big guy. A lot faster than I've seen before. You can tell like they're working to a game plan in the gym and they're working on following the faster guy, which is probably the right thing to do, to be fair. He looks really good.
My biggest attribute, I think, going into this is I don't give up. You know, you can say what you want about me, but I've got the heart of a lion, and I know that. I know you give me something to do in training, I'll do it. I'll probably pass out doing it. I'll throw up doing it. I'll myself doing it, but I'll fucking do it. I mean, look, if everything's gone to plan and I've done all my training, I've done all my physio, I've had all my meals, I've slept good, all you've got is the best version of me, and a confident me is a dangerous me.
Yeah, just to remind you, there is only one place that you can buy this fight, and that is, of course, on DAZN.com. If you haven't bought it already, make sure you do. Really enjoyed that, Tom. I mean, you've actually known Eddie Hall, what, a few years from the MMA scene with him. I'm interested to know, how have you sort of rated his progress over that time?
Yeah, I've known Eddie for a few years. I've actually known Tommy about 15 years altogether. I mean, I've known Tommy since he was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've known Tommy since he was about 15, 16 years old. Both guys really good. Both guys come a long way. Eddie has been training obviously a lot less time, but the man is an absolute physical specimen. He's picked it up really quick. Since I last trained with him, which is probably about a year ago, you can really see the difference. When I went and seen him recently, he looks explosive, he looks fast, he looks a lot more technical than his looks. And Tommy is really, really going to have to be on his game tonight. He's got to watch out for the big bombs.
It was interesting because I did something with Johnny Fisher and Vidal Riley on Monday this week, and both of them have sparred Eddie Hall. And they said, don't be surprised about how agile he actually is and how quick it can be, and also that supreme raw power that he possesses. How dangerous do you think that could be for Tommy?
I mean, with a who weighs, what is he, 350 pounds, something like that. Like, if he starts letting bombs go towards your face, it just takes one of them to land. Tommy really, really has to be careful with him. But Tommy's also very fast on his feet. He's been boxing way longer. This is going to be an interesting fight.
And what does Tommy need to do? I mean, outbox him, keep him at bay. Don't let Eddie Hall impose his size on him, because when he does that, I mean, how tiring that would be.
Yeah, I think that is so much easier said than done. You know, it's so much easier said than done. I heard the comparison quite a lot between Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. You know, Tyson had to be perfect for 12 rounds. Deontay perfect for just one shot, just 1 second.
It's a bit of a stretch.
It's a bit of a stretch, and what I'm trying to say is, without being disrespectful, you know, Tommy is definitely the way more experienced boxer and a much better boxer than Eddie Hall, but he isn't Tyson Fury. To stay away consistently for 6 rounds and not get landed on once is a very difficult thing to do, and we saw it from Eddie even there in that training footage. He's working on it, taking away that lead hand that's going to be there, disorientating it, bringing in your feet fast, coming in with that overhand right. Tommy could easily get caught with that, very, very easy, and that would be night-night for anyone.
Oh, we've got so much to talk about, haven't we, as the night goes on, but we're going to get on with the action right now. It is Khalis Kareem up against Luke Nevin. So let's get down to Ben Davis for tail of the tape.
Tail of the tape, the numbers for this one. The Baba Yaga, Khalis Kareem, 2 years younger than Luke Nevin. Both came in at the light heavyweight limit. Bit of a height disparity with Luke Nevin being the taller fighter. We'll see if that assists him in our second fight of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for our next bout of the evening, scheduled for 3-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. Please welcome to the ring, Luke Nevin.
While it is the Misfits debut of Luke Nevin, this combatant has been around fighting his entire life. Was a rifleman in the Army from age 16 to 22. After retiring from service, fell into substance abuse issues and turned everything around with combat sports, most recently being victorious in Darren Till's Guerrilla Promotions one-night 8-man tournament. Took on 3 people that evening. None of them could beat him. We'll see if the Baba Yaga is up to snuff, BJ.
Yeah, you know, I don't know a lot about this kid, but I know that he won that 8-man tournament, Darren Till's tournament. He's got some bare-knuckle experience, I believe, and he's going to come in tonight with a lot of toughness. So he's going to show that, and we'll see how Kareem combats that toughness.
3-2 in BKFC. Took on former BKFC champion Franco Tenaglia. Wade, only the best have gotten by Nevins.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we talk about toughness, experience. Everything that he needs, he has. It's just a different challenge in front of him now because Kareem is a very experienced boxer.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent to the ring, Khalis Kareem.
The sun goes down, the Baba Yaga comes out. Khalis Kareem in his Misfits debut promises nothing short of high caliber damage. He has been all energy all week long, suggesting that he's 16-0, that he's gonna take Nevins out easily. But tonight, PJ, it all comes true. Here's the fan zone, 67% believe in the Baba Yaga.
You know, 67% of the fans are behind him, but I've never seen him fight, Ben. 16-0, that's great, but it's all about what he does tonight against a very tough game opponent in front of him, so I'll be looking to see what he does in round 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division. This bout is brought to you by Misfits Boxing and DAZN, and proudly sponsored by Jewel.com, Oosh, Boohoo Man, Killer Pablo, Cold, Ingersoll, and Sides. This bout is sanctioned by the World Combat Sports Federation. Your timekeeper at the bell, Peter Lowe, and your 3 judges scoring ringside. From Wales, Mike Hale. From England, Gary Kitanowski. And from the Netherlands, Lassen Oomgaard. And your 3rd man in charge of the action in the ring, from England, referee Jack Goodwin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing the black trunks. His official weight of 169.1 pounds. And tonight, he is making his Misfits boxing debut. Hailing from Newcastle, fighting out of Birkenhead, Liverpool, England, United Kingdom. Introducing Luke Nevin! And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing the white and blue. His official weight of 169.1 pounds. And tonight, he is also making his Misfits boxing debut. Hailing from West London, England, United Kingdom. Introducing Karim!
Listen, boxers, you've had your instructions from me in the change room. Obey my instructions at all times. Keep your heads up, keep your shots above the waist, and don't hold. Do you understand? Yeah. Good luck to both of you. Shake, pat both hands, back to your corners, wait for the bell.
Jack Goodwin, 3rd man inside for our light heavyweight contest. 4 3s between Khalis Karim and Luke Nevin. Karim, the ultimate unknown commodity. Luke Nevin's durability and toughness speaks for itself. Round number 1 underway.
Good left hand right away from Karim.
Karim notably trains out of London Shoot Fighters, KSI's gym. We know the quality of rounds he's probably gotten.
Nice right hand from Nevin a second ago. You can see how twitchy Karim is, though. He's in and out, a little bit of an amateur style, but the fight's only 4 rounds, so it's fine. Trying to set up that left hand.
It's a big size difference, too, with these two. Height and kind of size range goes to Nevin.
Body shots by Nevin right there. He caught him in the clinch.
Nevins came up top briefly. Khalis keeping this clinch, probably for his betterment. Goodwin motioning, no clash of heads.
2 good body shots from Nevin on that clinch, and I love when both fighters, you know, don't agree on that silent agreement. We're not going to work on the inside. Nevin was getting busy in there, Wade.
Good right hand from Nevin there. Not playing that game with the lead hand, just firing it on the southpaw. That was nice.
Fundamental efforts here from Nevin through 6 days.
Again, good right hand. Sliding that right in there, Wade. Good shot by Nevin.
Big left hand right there from Karim. It was quick, it was fast, you could barely see it.
Baba Yaga, like lightning, drops Nevin in round 1. Luke beats the count, looks to have his faculties about him, but this is where Khalis Karim is likely to get up aggressive, BJ.
It looked like a flash knockdown. I don't think Nevin's too hurt by the shot, but we'll see what Karim does to, you know, press the issue.
Yeah, Nevin still looks with it. Both these guys are landing.
Nevin reaching for strikes, connecting. There's a right that gets through on Khalis.
I'm telling you, the way they're fighting, this is 50-50s right now.
It is.
And for Khalis Karim, who was so dismissive of Luke Nevin all week long, BJ, now he's getting challenged more than maybe he mentally thought.
You see that nice straight right hand by Nevin earlier in the round. He's got to get back to that. He's got to shoot at the body. He's landing good shots, kind of loopy shots on the inside, Ben. I would like to see that straight right hand of the body to stabilize Karim.
Trying to pick him up right there. I think Khalis Karim wants to fire that counter left hand. He's kind of baiting out the jab. And now, oh, good uppercut from Nevin. Looking for the right hand from Nevin to come back and then throw the left over the top of him.
Both guys working hard on the inside, Wade. And if I'm Karim, I'm going to circle to my right side. I'm going to stay away from the right hand of Nevin. He's already shown me he can shoot it and land it. I'm going to circle to my right and look to land that check hook and that lead left hand of the body.
Again, Nevin's operating appropriately inside the clinch. Callis returning fire with 6 strikes. Nevins might be a little bit buckled courtesy of those short shots.
Yeah, he got clipped to the left hand there. He's kind of stumbling around.
18 seconds to go in round number 1. Goodwin again eliciting some instruction. Nevins more time to recover.
Oh my goodness, that left hand.
He's finding it home, right?
Yeah, Nevin's about to go if beats another one. My goodness.
Kareem inside the clinch once again. As we close out the first frame, Luke Nevins might be stuck on that center line, Wade.
Stuck on the center line, and when they get in the clinch, they're both looking to empty the tank. They are throwing damage right now.
And taking a look at round 1, some of the action, you see Nevin landed a nice straight right hand, pulled his head up that center line. Very good work. But later in the round, Kareem was very active on the inside, landed a left hand that clipped Nevin. 10-8 round on my scorecard based on the knockdown. And, you know, a lot of good action in round 1, Ben.
And right as Nevin was moving into the shot, adding some extra degrees towards it, here strikes from Callis Kareem inside the clinch. Brutal blows from the Baba Yaga.
He's got a heavy, heavy left hand, and the way that those punches are affecting Nevin in the first round, if he connects here in the early to mid part of the second, I think Nevin goes down again.
Corners, 10 seconds. And for Nevin, he's got to be sharp with his head position on the inside. He can't stay in the middle. He's got to pick a side and be tight, and then he's got to, you know, push off.
Seconds away.
There's just a difference in the way the punches are affecting one another. Like even watching Nevin walk to the center here, I don't know.
We shall see what recoverability Luke Nevins is in. Kareem eager to pick up right where he left off in round 1.
Kareem sharp. You know, he's very physical with Nevin in round 1, so we'll see what happens here in round 2.
Collision right at the center. Kareem applying pressure.
Right there in the clinch where he's not looking to hold.
Big left as Nevins was exiting. Kareem again stabs Nevins with a beautiful left. Oh, shit. It's rolled a slip, but Kareem buckled as he gets back up.
He's in bad shape. That shot caught him on the top of the head.
Take advantage of this.
Nevin's got to step to him right now. He's in bad shape.
The Baba Yaga blinking it out. Luke Nevins trying to put him to sleep. Can he slay Kareem Callis in the second?
And Wade, just like you said, when they're in close like that, it's a 50-50 fight. And that's exactly what Nevin showed. Callum is still in bad shape here.
Takedown attempt from Callis Kareem, Wade Clemens.
Listen, I think Nevin has to understand he's got this guy hurt. He needs to go after him. Kareem still hasn't recovered. The legs are still wobbly.
Legs are wobbly, but you can also tell that he's still hurt because the punch output isn't the same, and it's not as fast and as sharp.
He is surviving instead of competing at the moment, BJ.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he needs to do, Ben. He shouldn't go in there and try to exchange with Nevin. Take 30 seconds, move around the ring, clear your head, and look for opportunities.
Oh, just let it go. What a fight. Luke Nevins wanting to put Callis Kareem's teeth into the big right from the rifleman. Baba Yaga down in the second.
Wow. And on my scorecard, Ben, that's really the second knockdown of the round. The referee only called one of them, but I think Nevin's still in bad shape, or Callum's in bad shape still.
A lot of time on the clock for Luke Nevins to work. What an upset this would be. Callis Kareem wanting to stand in the trenches against the veteran.
The way that Callis Kareem is fighting this fight, it's playing right into Luke Nevins' hands. He's standing right in the pocket with him and just letting it go, swinging for the bleachers, and Nevin's the one landing in those exchanges.
If I'm Nevin, I'm going to walk right to Callum, and I'm going to shoot straight shots, and I'm going to stop shooting the loopy shots, because the technique's starting to come away from Callum.
And also, Nevin's now seen the left hand so many times, he's getting underneath it, and he's firing back.
There is a lack of depth, but another left from Kareem gets through. That's got Nevin's attention as we head to the final 30.
This is what I don't understand. For Callis Kareem, oh, good shots there. He's hurt.
Nevins might be a bit buckled as he tries to evade Callis Kareem.
And if you're Nevin here, you got to wait and defend and pick your spots. Don't try to punch with Kareem. He's too fast. You got to defend and then shoot, because otherwise the hand speed's coming over.
Luke Nevins might be about to be buckled. 10 to go.
Goodness gracious.
What a fight.
Another uppercut from Callis Kareem. Oh, but Kareem eats a right as the close of the second comes. Both men swinging and trading to take us to the third. Iron on both sides. Wade Clemens, these guys are built from titanium.
I mean, we take a look at these replays, and it's just clobbering shots from both fighters. BJ said it. Kareem is so fast with that left hand, and he's quick twitch, and for Luke. He wants to engage in these firefights because that's where things like that happen. We swing 50-50, you go, I go, someone's gonna land.
That looked like a clean knockdown to me, Wade. And then later in the round, Nevin went ahead and landed another chopping overhand right that knocked Kareem down, and he got credit for the knockdown. Great action from both guys, but if I'm the corner of Nevin, I'm gonna say, look, calm down. Don't try to exchange with the faster guy. Defend and follow him back because he's losing his technique and his position after he shoots his shots.
BJ, one notable weapon I feel has been absent from Luke Nevins are the uppercuts. It seems Khalid Kareem is really dipping as this fight progresses. Would you like to see him add that in?
Of course, when you're on the inside, the uppercut's a key shot, but you know, Kareem's coming with such quick outside shots, it's hard for Nevin to get his bearings in there.
A firefight in our second bout of the evening here in Manchester, round 3 ahead. But I'm not sure if the judges are going to be needed, Wade.
If I'm Khalid Kareem, I try to keep this at distance a little bit. I know he's had success in the clinch, but some of his left hands like that, those counters, good shot from Luke Nevin. My goodness.
He tried to pull straight back on the right hand. That's a classic no-no. You got to get your head up the center. And Kareem tried to lean back after the left hand, and he took one solid.
Both guys are looking for counters right now, trying to time each other.
Nevin's been on the receiving end of a lot of disrespect from Khalid Kareem all week long. But when we talk about BKFC veterans, their durability is the first attribute we mention.
That's making a difference right now. Luke Nevins takes some heavy shots. Obviously got dropped in the first, but even after that, I think Khalid Kareem's looking at his corner going, what am I going to hit this guy with?
I got it even right now, Wade. 10-8 for Kareem in the first round, 10-8 Nevin in the second round. So this third round is really important for both men.
The kitchen sink, the refrigerator, the washer and dryer, Wade, all the appliances might be necessary as Nevin stabs upstairs.
You know, I talked earlier, BJ, about how the damage was all Kareem in the first, but this is turned. Nevin, when he's landing, is landing way heavier.
I love Nevin when he's coming in. He's putting his head up the center and he's landing that straight right hand. Sometimes you don't got to change the recipe.
Goodwin issuing some instructions to Callis, a warning about looping and grabbing Nevin, clinching almost.
Both men refuse to take a step back, you know, Ben, and it's fun to watch these kind of fights. It's not the exact advice I would give if I was in either corner.
It's definitely not the sweet science, but my goodness.
It's the brutal science,
it's the sweet violence we're getting to see, dude.
Oh. 1:15 on the clock. Khalid Kareem again with a big combination.
I think Nevin's hurt here.
He's hurt big time, but what's it going to take to put this guy back on the mat?
I'm not sure why they stopped the action there.
Luke Nevins possessed by something divine as he takes it to the final 60 around 3. Another left from Khalid.
He's in trouble here. I think Kareem can get the finish if he'll switch levels and go body head here. He's got Nevin in bad shape, Wade.
Oh my goodness. What are we stopping the action for?
Some back fist, it seems, that Goodwin was seeing. Gives Nevin time to recover, Wade.
What that was.
Very good round for Nevin after round 2, after being dropped in round 2, Ben.
Those body shots from Khalid Kareem starting to add up.
He's getting leverage on that left hand, and he's chopping the right hook behind it. Nevin's still in trouble here, Wade.
That's what I wanted to see. Go back to the body, then open upstairs.
Absolute war. Wow.
Khalid Kareem like a butcher inside the clinch. 1,000 cuts. Nevin staring him
Mouthpiece
down.
out.
And you know, that's a mistake by the referee.
Why does he keep stopping the action?
You're supposed to wait for a break in the action before you stop. You don't just replace the fighter's mouthpiece right after he knocks it out. Wait for a break in the action.
He gets clipped, the mouthpiece falls, and we're about to fire again, and the ref just pulls him apart.
The Baba Yaga coming to chat with us mid-round.
He had some shit to say about yesterday.
Yeah. Why are you talking to BJ during the fight?
Don't talk shit, man. As a fighter, respect one another.
BJ says he'll talk to Khalid Kareem after. Kareem diverting attention. That might not be great.
He's
Luke Nevins
focused.
right on the stick.
Whatever grievances he has, he needs to finish this fight. This is the most important thing.
He caught him with a good left hand again. Good shot. Oh, and he's got him in trouble here. More good work.
It's a good round right there.
From Kareem, and I got it 2-1 on the scorecard. So a lot of good shots from
Luke Nevins steadily becoming more of a punching bag in these sequences. Wade, seems like he's frozen in place as Kareem's unloading.
Yeah, I mean, he started the round great. He was off center line, return right hands, but Kareem's too fast to exchange with. You're gonna get clipped.
You see the straight right hand right there in round 3 by Nevin, but Kareem was making some good adjustments after this exchange. He was very busy with the right hook, with the straight left hand on the body, landed a lot of good shots on the inside. There he's shooting the right hook, missed it. Another good shot by Nevin there.
And here, taking a peek at that overhand left from that southpaw stance, right on the ear of Nevin, put him in bad shape, and did a lot of good work at the end of the round. Beautiful body shot, probably my favorite shot of the fight right there, Wade.
Very good shot. Nearly folded Luke Nevin over. Here's the moment where Callus Kareem gets a free check shot upstairs.
Referee stopping it right in the middle of the action. What are we doing?
An entertaining firefight has extended itself to the final frame. Callus Kareem getting a harder customer than he anticipated in Liverpool's Luke Nevin.
Dude, what in the world is Luke Nevin made out of?
Straight shots in the left hand right down the middle. Nevin is tough as nails and more good pressure from Kareem.
Tough as nails, but Kareem the hammer as this fight extends to the later rounds.
Good stuff right there. In and out of range, making Luke Nevin miss. Good uppercut. Oh,
he left as Kareem exited.
That's tough as nails. Good shot on the inside. And you know, if you're Kareem, you just got to, like, you know, slow it down and put two shots together, tick, tick, instead of just loading up. And he's doing, he's staying very active on the inside.
Look at the fluidity in Callus Kareem. Still as conditioned as he was in round one, Wade.
I mean, this is a 4-round fight. It feels like we've been watching this thing back and forth for a good 30 minutes. But again, I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean, I would sit here and watch this all night. This is a great fight. It may not be like the most technical thing we've ever seen, but who cares? They are letting it go.
Nevin's really slowing down here in round 4, guys, and the punch output is a lot slower, not as sharp. So if I'm in the corner of Kareem, I'm going to take my time here and put a couple good combinations together and try to get my guy out of there.
Midway through the fourth, Luke Nevin sees a huge left upstairs.
Hands are completely by his waist. It's like he doesn't care to get hit at this point.
Built like a brick wall is Liverpool's Luke Nevin. Minute 30 to go. We asked in round 2, Callus Kareem probably thinking, what does he need to throw to get him out of there? I'm not sure you can get him out of there, PJ.
No, he can. He's got to put a couple good combinations together. He's boxing sharp now. He's walking, Nevin into a lot of shots. So
good left hand.
Keep using the lead jab, keep going to the body, and pick that shot. And if it comes, it comes.
Make your shots go, Luke. Come on.
Smart combos here from Kareem as we head to the final 60. Luke Nevin is going to need a monstrous final minute, in my opinion, to try and steal this one.
No, I don't think he can unless he gets the knockout. Good short shots by Kareem on the inside there. Left uppercut, right hook, very sharp. And Nevin's in bad shape here.
I'm super impressed with Callus Kareem. He is firing off great combinations. He's got some spite behind everything he throws. He's throwing a ton of volume. I'd love to see the punch stats on this, and he's still letting it go.
Nevin's outmatched here now, and the gas tank's starting to come down a little bit, Ben, and you can see the experience of Kareem walking him into those shots.
Feeding him combos like it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 27 on the clock. Callus Kareem wants some style points.
I mean, it doesn't help that Luke Nevin is leading combinations with his face. Like he's walking straight into range with his face forward, hands down. It's a target practice right now.
Good body shots from Kareem a second ago, and Nevin's got to, he needs to knock out the final 10 seconds. A good performance from both men.
I mean, what goodness.
Nevin's keeping the hands right at the chest. Ties up Callus Kareem.
That's a knockdown.
Looked like a knockdown to me, Wade.
Oh, my goodness.
The Baba Yaga
Nevin's in bad shape.
With a firing range on the rifleman to close things out. Promised and delivered from Callus Kareem, BJ.
No, he looked good. He really closed the fight strong. After 2 rounds, I had it even, and then had Kareem, winning the last 2 rounds. Looked very sharp with the inside shots and really just broke his man down, Wade.
Big time stuff, man. Callus Kareem put on a clinic in those last 2 rounds. Luke Nevin, tough as nails, and he brought it the entire fight. He made this fight, I think, a little more difficult than Callus thought it would be. But in the end, the skill, experience, and again, the moxie and spite of Callus Kareem was enough. I think this is going to be a runaway win for him.
Yeah, straight shots down the middle. You see him really lining up Nevin there in rounds 3 and 4. He really stepped on the gas, and he looked impressive.
And he was talking to you, BJ. Callus Kareem came over during one of those separations and had some choice words for you.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's talking about, but we could figure it out.
All action from Callus Kareem, who promised violence, and the Baba Yaga delivered it here inside the AO Arena. Tonight's main event is set to be a classic Misfits matchup. If you haven't already, make sure you buy the event now at DAZN.com/boxing or sign up to DAZN Ultimate and get all our subscription and pay-per-view events included for one great price. It's undisputed value for every fight fan. While we talk about spectacle at the end of the show, this one was a Misfits debut we will certainly remember, BJ.
No, yeah, he was sharp. Kareem went out, had a very tough, second round when he got dropped. He had a good first round, and then rounds 3 and 4, he made good adjustments, looked good on the inside, was sharp, landed that lead left, or that left uppercut, the right hook, box, used the jab more, and got his head off the center line. Van
Zone has it lopsided for Callus Kareem, 80%. Believe he has gotten it done, and I think we both agree with that assessment.
No, he won for sure, and Nevin's tough as nails. Showed a lot of courage in there tonight, but didn't win enough rounds.
I believe we have tallied the results. Let's get to the decision and send it back inside to our Master of Ceremonies. Here's us.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Both judges, Mike Hale and Gary Kitanowski, scored about 38-36. And Judge Lesen Omgar scores the bout 39-36. And your winner by unanimous decision, Callus Kareem.
No questions about that result. Callus Kareem, new record, 1-0. Shrugs off the Misfits debut. A tougher opponent than I believe he expected, but got the job done nonetheless and looked as good as anticipated. The winner now speaks with Wade Prelims.
Callus, step right over here for me. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Callus Kareem. What a fight. What a performance. That was, shocking to see the damage on display. Talk me through that performance you just gave all these fans.
Listen, man, my team has taught me hard and well. When we come into this ring, we come in for blood. We come to kill. We don't leave an ounce of doubt in here. So that's what I did tonight. Obviously, no excuses. I've been out of the ring for over 11 months. I feel like I just got to shake off a bit of the cobwebs. I'm ready for it all now. I got a taste of the blood. I'm coming for kill.
Talk me through the fight itself, because all week you've been entertaining, you've been giving us the showmanship, but when it was go time, you went. And Luke Nevin is a man made of steel, I think. He was not going away, but you just kept putting it on him.
Listen, first of all, I just want to say alhamdulillah for this opportunity. Without God, none of this would be possible. But yeah, big round of applause for Nevin and his team. He is by far the toughest motherfucker that I've been in the ring with. So hats off to him, man. I give him all my respect. And yeah, boy, what was the other thing you said?
I'm shocked again that we just saw that type of violence. But listen, you're now here on Misfits, a grand debut. You said you're here for all the blood. So the question is, who's next?
Listen, I was promised by Mams that if I got the W, or when I got the W, that I get the winner of Anthony Taylor and Matt Floyd. So I'm waiting to see who the fuck is the winner and see if they're going to shit the bed or not. Car, I'm right here. I'm ready when they are.
He's ready to go in a grand Misfits debut. Folks, give it up one more time for your winner, Callus Kareem.
Well, that's how you make your Misfits debut, isn't it? What a performance there from Callus Kareem. Dominating in the ring this evening. What did you make of it, Jordan?
What a fight. What a fight between him and Luke Nevin. I mean, that first round, obviously, Nevin went down. But it would seem to be the story of every single round. Luke Nevin would start relatively well. They'll be out at a distance. He'll be countering the southpaw stance with that straight right hand. And then before you know it, they're inside, they're having a tear up, and then Callus Kareem comes out on top. He was knocked down in the second round twice. He just kept going and going and going. Here we go, look, we're seeing some of them shots. And it's funny because they were both waiting to counter each other quite a lot. And normally when you get 2 counter punches, it's like, you're both waiting, you're both waiting. They were countering the counter to counter again, and it was just non-stop action.
Well, both of them trading leather in the ring, both of them leaving everything they've got in the ring. I mean, respectively, Tom, have you got any thoughts on that?
That was absolute headache central. Those lads are going to go home with a headache. Yeah, I mean, it was a good back and forward fight. I enjoyed it. They both hit the floor at one point.
It was a good scrap, wasn't it?
It was a good scrap. It was a good scrap. I think everyone in here enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
In terms of who Callis wants next,
Yes.
what are your thoughts?
Well, look, I mean,
obviously they have to fight later on.
yes. I think, look, relatively, in comparison to Anthony Taylor and Matt Floyd, you would automatically go to say, oh, he's quite inexperienced in terms of his ring time. Yeah, at Misfits, but outside of Misfits, you know, Callis Creamer has quite a bit of experience on the unlicensed scene, and he's actually quite a good technical fighter. You wouldn't know it from tonight because it turned into a complete war and slugfest, and that's what happens. You step onto a stage this big, no matter how much experience you have, you're under the lights, you've got thousands of people in here.
Do you know what? It's what, 20 to 8, and it is almost full in here.
That's what I'm saying. And that would be something that Callis hasn't experienced before. So I think jumping up there and going straight to someone like Anthony Taylor is a big ask.
Too much of a jump.
Well, who knows? I mean, look,
maybe a couple of fights in between.
I would assume, but someone else I see him call out was Ty Mitchell.
You were going to say me.
Oh, no, you're safe
like,
for now.
no.
You're safe for now. But no, he called out Ty Mitchell, right? Ty Mitchell, he's definitely not ready for Ty Mitchell, in my opinion.
I've actually done a bit of sparring with Ty Mitchell quite a long time ago, and that guy is absolutely legit.
Yes.
Like, he is, like, top of the top.
A step too far for Callis Creamer right now.
Definitely.
Well, as I said, it is filling up rather nicely in here, and another man has entered the building that is none other than the Gypsy King. He is here in Manchester, ready to roll and ready to support his brother Tommy Fury. And rumours are, we have been hearing, potentially could be ring walking Jordan McCann. I don't know if you've been keeping an eye on Jordan McCann's socials, but Tyson Fury has been fairly active, shall we say, on Jordan McCann's socials. I mean, Jordan Banjo is just scratching his head right now.
That's one of the funniest things I've ever heard. I don't know why. I mean, the only reason you should have Tyson Fury ring walking Jordan McCann is to make sure.
It's a rumour. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
Is to make sure Jordan McCann doesn't attack anyone on the way to the ring. That's the only reason to have Tyson Fury with him, because that guy is, look, he's nuts. I'm excited to see him fight later on.
I'm kind of here for it though, Wayne.
I mean, listen, Tyson Fury might get stuck in with him if he attacks someone in the ring. That's how the Fury family rolls. John will come out, the whole thing will be a shebang. I don't know, but Tyson Fury in the building. I mean, what an honor. The Gypsy King is here. That's a heavyweight champion of the world coming to a Misfits show. It just shows you what we've done here with DAZN, bringing everybody from combat sports to entertainment and a night like this.
Well, you set this up rather nicely, because that is the 2 free-to-air prelims done, which means we are on to our main card. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you buy it at DAZN.com/boxing, because you do not want to miss Beauty versus the Beast.
The Beauty. The Beast.
I'm not meant to move like this, but you have to.
I can guarantee Eddie Hall could come in here, couldn't do nothing like this.
Tommy Fury gets the job done!
Tommy should be prepared for the best version of Eddie Hall.
There's only one way to find out, and that's the hard way.
I will stamp on their face to get over to the finish line.
If I see the opportunity in the first round, I'll take it.
If that lands on your chin, mate, you know what's happening.
I look forward to it. This is Beauty
versus the Beast.
Yeah, we are in Manchester at the AO Arena for this Misfits showdown between Tommy Fury and Eddie Hall, a traditionally trained boxer and reality TV star, taking on a world record-holding strong man in a crossover for the ages. We cannot wait. Welcome to the madness, welcome to the chaos, for the fun and games. Look at this, Wayne Evans, Jordan Banjo and Tom Aspinall. Give us a smile, Tom.
I'm smiling on the inside, don't worry about it, I'm feeling good.
It's quite the night so far. We've seen 2 very good fights so far. It's filling up rather nicely. Just how excited are you for what's in store?
I'm so pumped for the main event, but I'm just excited to be in the presence of the heavyweight champion of the world.
Thank you so much.
Can we give the man his due?
So much.
Can we give the man his due when we go live on DAZN, baby? The people are here. I think half the people are here for Tom Aspinall.
I'm not sure about that. There's a lot of people in this building.
They are.
It's going to be a night. It's going to be an insane night. We have such a circus-level spectacle in the main event. I genuinely don't know what I'm going to see out of Eddie Hall. this man is a bull in a china shop. I know what I get from Tommy Fury. He's a boxer. He's going to go and dance around that ring. But Eddie is pure chaos.
I think what this main event has is a lot of intrigue because of that size. You yourself, Tom, have spent some time with Eddie Hall. You've known him for many years. You've also known Tommy Fury a fair few years as well. What's Eddie been like, and how do you think he is doing? How has he improved over the years?
Yeah, Eddie's a dangerous guy. I think the thing with Eddie is
he's the world's strongest man.
He's the world's strongest man. He's a massive guy, obviously, but he's going to bring unorthodox punches that maybe Tommy's not as used to. It's hard to get training partners in who are going to be like Eddie Hall. But I wouldn't mind seeing Tommy give him the old Uno reverse card. I'd like to see Tommy maybe put Eddie on the back foot a little bit, because Eddie's not going to be used to that kind of stuff. If Tommy gets him on the back foot, gets him moving backwards, I think maybe that's going to be a little bit tough for Eddie, maybe.
And I think, you know, Tom's going to hit the nail on the head there in terms of we're talking about the fact that all the thought goes towards, oh, Eddie's so big, Eddie's so big, Eddie's so big. 217 pounds is not a small guy in Tommy Fury who knows how to convert that into punching power. That lands on your chin. I don't care if you're 400 pounds, you're going to know about it.
But for Tommy Fury, 217 pounds is a career heaviest for him. How do you think that will affect things for him in the ring?
He fought his last fight at cruiser, so he had been coming up in weight, but this is a little different. And Tommy, let's be honest, he's a little top heavy, right? He spreads the wings and he can fly away. He's got them lats. So it can be a bit of a difficult issue. And again, I think the faster feet, the athletic feet may come from Eddie Hall here. He's a guy that just keeps his feet underneath him. And I like what Tom said. I know it's a bit of an odd comparison, but we got the Furies here, so we might as well. Tyson Fury backed up a heavy puncher, and it changed the dynamic between him and Deontay Wilder years ago. Could Tommy do something similar? Because Eddie's not used to having to fight off his back foot. I think it's a big point.
Well, I mentioned it earlier on tonight that when I worked with Darryl Riley and Johnny Fisher, who have both sparred Eddie Hall, they commented on how agile he is and how fast his feet can be. And I think people perhaps are maybe even overlooking that, Jordan.
You know, I think what everyone is expecting is Tommy to get in the ring, move around, flick a shot, 1, 2, move along, and Eddie chase him around and throw big overhand rights. I think that's what everyone's expecting. No one is giving credit to how quick Eddie Hall's feet actually are. You've seen that explosivity, and I think the 2-minute rounds completely play into Eddie's hands. You know, he's going to be able to. If I was him, right, we all know he's not going to close the gap from a technical perspective in one fight camp. But what he can do is be as physically fit as possible, so he can apply that pressure non-stop for those 2-minute rounds.
Well, Tom, you know just what it's like that when you're grappling, when you're having someone lean their weight on you, when you've got a man mountain like Eddie Hall imposing your weight on you, just how tiring that can be.
Yeah, it's not ideal. It's definitely not ideal. But that's why I think that the best plan for Tommy, in my opinion, is try and get Eddie going backwards. Don't let Eddie, do not let Eddie dictate what's going on in there. Put him on the back foot, get him going backwards, keep popping that jab in his face, and don't let him lean on you. Don't let him come forward. Put Eddie on the back foot, because he's not going to be used to it.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating, isn't it? That is our main event, but we have to say, quite possibly one of the biggest talking points this week, and someone that has grabbed the headlines, not necessarily for the good reasons either, is of course Jordan McCann. He's been causing a few issues, late to the press conference and then decided to have a bit of a scrap with Big Stacks. Didn't turn up to the weigh-in at all, but the fight is on, it is happening, it is all okay. What have you made of Jordan's antics, shall we call them, this week, Wade?
I mean, yeah, they're definitely antics. To me, it seemed like a guy that was trying to grab a ton of headlines and maybe skate out before the fight happened. But apparently he's here and he's ready to scrap. I mean, he was drinking a beer at the open workouts on Wednesday. I heard that wasn't the last one he had this week.
Isn't that what you drink, Tom?
No, not fight week. No, I'm going to swerve that one.
That's just an H2O on fight week for Tom. But yeah, listen, if he shows up and gets in the ring and has a scrap, fair play to him. I don't know how well it's going to go, because if he's a final boss, he was cracking in pads during open workouts. So I think he's ready.
He's ready, and his mentality seems to be in the right place. He wants to do a number on Jordan McCann this evening. And because of that little scrap with Big Stacks that Jordan McCann had, that then put Big Stacks' fight in jeopardy with arms. We thought yesterday that was going to be off. Today, it's back on, but it is just body punches only. I can see some eye rolls down the line. Jordan, thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't quite understand that, if I'm honest. I think if you're going to get in there and fight, or just don't. And I will also say, if either one of them is hoping that the other one's going to stick just to the body, you've got another thing coming. That's never going to happen. You get in there, and I think even when you have the best game plan, you get hype and things change when you're both inexperienced like these guys. Then you think they're going to get in there and not punch each other in the head. No way. No way. It's going to turn into a full-on fight straight away.
Exactly. It's technically going to be body punches. but it's just going to be a scrap, isn't it? Let's be real. Okay, we are up here, but calling the shot at the fights ringside, it is, of course, BJ Forrest and Ben Davies. I can just see you under the camera there. How you doing, guys?
Great, Anna. Thank you so much. So pumped for this one. They talked about it on stage. I want to revisit it because you disagreed with the heavyweight champ, Tom Aspinall, who suggested maybe Tommy going at Eddie would be a little bit preferential. You're shaking your head. Why is that?
Yeah, I just think, when you got a guy Eddie's size, Ben, you don't want to go right in the lion's den. Tire him out a little bit, make the big guy go out there and show he can box, get him into rounds 3, 4, 5, and then you can be a little more aggressive. If Tommy tries to be too aggressive early, I think it's a big problem.
The phrase I keep seeing thrown around is puncher's chance.
Yeah.
But not all puncher's chances are created equally, BJ.
Yes, sir. Like I said, Eddie's got the key to tonight for Eddie is going to be getting close to Tommy and being able to touch Tommy's body and then finish the head. If he head hunts and he chases the headshots, he's not going to hit Tommy. Now, the added weight by Tommy may come into play, 217 compared to 187 when he fought Tommy or when he fought KSI and Jake. It's a lot of extra weight for a guy his size, but Eddie's, make no mistake about it, Eddie's got to attack the body, finish at the head, make Tommy feel those heavy body shots and take advantage of his size.
Let's sit on that fight on the Prime card 2 years ago. It was more clinch-oriented, but here's a couple shots of the action. Now, Tommy had a warm-up fight last year, but he really hasn't seen much action since this bout, BJ.
No, he hasn't been, and that's going to play a big key in tonight. The experience, the ring rust. But one thing Tommy does very well, he can fight on the back foot. He's sharp when he's moving and he's boxing. He's not as comfortable coming forward like you saw him there with KSI. But when he's moving around on the outside, he's very sharp, and Eddie Hall's going to have to cut off the distance.
I love it. Well, we've got one more member of the broadcast team backstage. Here he is. It's the man himself, Charlie Parsons. One more question before we take it to Charlie Parsons. Jade Jones, two-time Olympic gold medalist, 2012 in London, 2016 in Rio, now 2026. She's looking for her second emphatic stoppage here in Misfits.
Ben, I was so impressed with Jade Jones in the last performance. When she fought a few months ago, she showed so much ring so much ring IQ, sharp left hand from the southpaw stance. I'm looking forward to see what she brings to the table tonight. She has a tremendous Olympic pedigree. She's been in big competitions before, big events. She can obviously handle the pressure. And I think the sky is the limit here at Misfits.
Do you want to see her maybe take some more time, play things out, display the boxing prowess in this one, or just go right for the kill like she did against Egypt?
I mean, that's kind of a question that answers itself. I mean, I think in combat sports, we all want to see exciting fights, and I think that's exactly what Jade Jones provided on her last fight. A great effort and knocked out a very, very tough challenger and did it in emphatic fashion.
I love it. Well, we teased you with him. Now here he is. It's backstage for Charlie Parsons.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome backstage to the AO Arena. This will be the dressing room of one half of the main event, Eddie Hall, as he sets to make his Misfits boxing debut against Tommy TNT Fury. What a week it's been at Misfits, and the carnage continues. Backstage here is where the fighters will be wrapping the tools, getting ready to go to war. Only in Misfits boxing could you have the two-time Olympic gold medalist in Jade Jones on the same card as the IBFA final boss. It's chaos, it's mental. Make sure if you're watching, get involved with the DAZN Fan Zone. Fighter of the night, knockout of the night, and fight of the night. This man here also in the main event, and make sure you are watching all throughout, and let's go to the Fight Week wrap, because it has been chaos this week.
The circus is in town, as only Misfits can deliver.
Was that a sandwich?
Absolutely love everything about Misfits. I'm entertained 24/7.
This is John Fury, as I am, in the Raw. Get up there!
He could be 400 pounds heavier than me. The Beast is going back in his cage tomorrow night, and I will reign supreme again.
Do you not realize I can beat you up? Show me now. Get it, Joe.
On that note,
God, you're awesome.
Cage is back for the face-off, so we fear we cannot control what will happen.
We're about to go and see the Beauty fight the Beast. 350 pounds of mass versus Tommy Fury's perfectly coiffed face.
Hey, it's pretty strong.
Eddie, you got a parking ticket.
Joke's on you, Manchester.
It has been such a fun week, and what a night we have in store. Let's just tell you what is coming your way later on. Next up, It is Sheena Ballery who trades power slap for boxing to take on Tina Snow. There's a lot of beef between these two. Then Adam Brooks could be his final swan song this evening as he goes up against Raheem Pardisi. Schwarms faces a late replacement in Biel from Brazil. He's in for B-Dave before double Olympic gold medalist Jay Jones returns against Fenner Akita. Looking forward to this one. Jordan McCann looks to make good on his war of words against the Ibiza final boss, Jack A. Then Big Stacks faces Arms in a body shot showdown before Anthony Taylor puts his Misfits light heavyweight title on the line against bare knuckle brawler Matt Floyd. And then it is that mouth-watering main event, isn't it? It is Tommy Fury up against Eddie Hall in Beauty versus the Beast. Well, from now on, the only way to watch the action is to buy the event at DAZN.com/boxing or sign up to DAZN Ultimate to get tonight's show, plus all of our pay-per-views and subscription events for one great price.
Fight Night on DAZN, brought to you by that prize guy.
McDonald's Taste of the Tournament. The Sweet Carolina Barbecue Stack, covered in a sticky Carolina barbecue sauce. And the Mexican Chipotle Chicken, smothered in smoky Chipotle and Diablo sauce. Plus, crunchy cheese bites. Taste of the Tournament. Only at McDonald's.
What's he got saying? Turn around. Or join them.